Greetings, everybody, and welcome to episode 103 of the Sickcast, aka the Siblings in Cardboard podcast. I'm your host, Donnie, joined by my buddies / co-hosts, Noah and Thomas. Whether you're a veteran card gamer or a first-timer just testing the waters, we are all Siblings in Cardboard. Gentlemen, how excited are you to talk about Silver Age this week?
Really
I was thinking of a clever like metal type pun, right? Like gold. Like I'm feeling all gold the time. Like it just came out bad. So, but I'm excited to talk about it. I wish I was more crafty with deck building. I think I'm just gonna sit and look at some cards and make some things happen because why not? I don't know. It's hard. It feels hard.
I'm not a deck builder. I much prefer to just like steal other people's work and tweak. I'm more of a tweaker than I am a builder. So I started to do that, and then I was like, you know what? That wasn't the point of the challenge this week. I actually wanted to build something of my own. So instead of just copying somebody else's lists and tweaking a couple of things, I looked at about 24 lists and got ideas from all of them and then kind of compiled my own little, conglomeration, which still needs additional tweaks. After that, me and Noah literally just got finished playing a game 30 seconds ago, and there's a few things that I definitely want to try out and a couple of things I definitely want to tweak. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I've already played several dozen games on 2 or 3 decks. I'm all in on this format. I think it's great. It's really fun bringing up a full list on February and seeing that $20 mark, except for Pleaides. Pleaides is $70. It's really funny. It's just because of Boulder Drop.
That tracks.
Yeah, there's gonna be some Guardian decks, and man, Guardians I've played quite a few Guardians, and I guess I forget Pummel's a real card, but man, I just forget how big some of those attacks are.
I'm sorry, you forget Pummel is a card?
I discard to it, but I don't play around Pummel. I don't play around Pummel the same way I've never played around Reckless Swing in my life, because if you have it, congratulations.
Yeah.
If you occasionally just throwing attacks with confidence attached to them that are coming in for 24, I'm going to show you the list for you. You literally, sometimes you just go, no blocks. 24 damage. You can only block with 2 things. Get bent.
Good luck.
Because confidence says you can't block with armor, right? Only 2 non-block cards.
2 cards.
So if you don't have your
cards.
On the Horizons in your hand, you're getting cooked. Because
24.
let's be for real, everyone's running On the Horizon, so you do have to work your way around those cards. But D-Reacts don't save you. Oasis Respite does. Prevention does. But armor and D-Reacts do not save you from the giant smack that is Pleaides attacks for 22.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that list.
So last week in Flesh and Blood, I'm officially the League That Means Nothing finalist.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I played against a rematch against a Syndra. I did not play a single Cerebellum Processor. I did not play a single Spark of Genius. In fact, I was just kind of shuffling through my deck when I picked up my deck after the game. All 3 of my Spark of Geniuses and 2 of my Cerebellum Processors were in the bottom 11 cards of my deck. And the other Cerebellum Processor I saw, I drew it with an all red hand otherwise. But that hand won me the game.
Okay, so how did that game go where you won against a Syndra with none of that?
Okay. So, quick summary. This may sound super bizarre. I go second to Syndra. Almost everyone's just I go first in every matchup with Dash.io. But I'm nope, second. So I load up, I go second, and he just starts throwing cards into me. Luckily, I have a lot of blocks. I block down, I keep him from hitting mask, but he goes off Arsenal to Lava Burst me for 5. And I have 1 card in hand, and I have a yellow Boom Grenade on top. And I go, A yellow Boom Grenade's worth 5 points. I ain't blocking. 1 point on 1 counter on the gun, 3 points on the field. So I pitched my last card, put a yellow Boom Grenade into play, draw up my hand, and just slam everything into him. So draw a great hand, connect. He obviously just lets the Boom Grenade connect. And then I also do something really different. I don't run Achilles accelerators. I don't run gauntlets. I run fridge. And for a very specific reason. When they throw the 4 go again, I put 5 in front of it. They can't ancestral it. And then after that, when they throw the 3 go again, I put 4 in front of it. They can't ancestral it. And they don't get a mask proc. So that's what I did. I put 5 in front of his 4. I put 4 in front of his 3. And I kept 1 block on my Foundry Heart. But threw my entire fridge on the second turn. And then commenced to do 0 to 60 for 4. Into Pulse Wave Harpoon for 4. Into Pulse Wave Harpoon for 4. I drew the double Pulse Wave Harpoon again. That was my Cerebellum pitch, by the way. I pitched a Cerebellum. Huh?
Did you rip anything with the second Pulse Wave?
Dude, I got 2 cards off of him. This deck's full of 2 blocks.
Yeah.
So I ripped 2 cards out of his hand. And then the next turn he let a heist hit. And that's yep.
Yeah,
and that was
I can't
it.
do that.
The game was over after that.
Like as much as you want to play aggressive, like heist is a card that
there's too much value there.
Just cannot let like the amount of items that you get for it's too crazy. It's too crazy.
The way I played the game, I played it as if I were like almost just playing normal Dash. I leveraged all of my value off putting 1 Tekla core into play. So the Tekla core I put out got approximately about 12 points of value. So 2 points off the gun was I fully utilized all my gunshots. I ended the game with 0 shots left on the gun.
Nice.
And that's without boots. So I was running super lean, and the pitch, like after that, I drew hands where I wanted to keep everything, and I had protocol reds, so I fully utilized all the protocol reds that I had just because of the Tekla core. So just played like super value.
How was the fridge set up?
You use Tinker Rings because it makes you a golden cog, and then you use adaptive plating on the boots.
That's temper. And then adaptive plating on the boots. Adaptive plating breaks for 4.
3
when it blocks.
So Tinker Rings is 2, and it's Blade Break 2, so it gives you 2,
right.
and then you stack the cog to the temper to get 3. And the cool thing about Tinker Rings is that when you put the cog out, comes in with a counter. So if you only need to cover 2 for some reason, you don't have to block with the adaptive plating that turn. You could actually block with it the next turn as well.
Right, because it'll stay around.
Yeah, so you can leave the cog around.
God, dude, that's actually so cool.
Oh, dude, Dio has
the
a
tinkering
huge fridge.
adaptive play. Yeah, like that's headpiece is what, crown?
Yep, headpiece is crown, and then you have the Foundry Heart.
So yeah, Foundry Hearts.
You're loading the game with 9 points of fridge.
9
plus 1.
9 plus 1, yeah.
Oh, and the +1 on the leftover on the Foundry Heart is also calculated. It's because I can give exactly 1 card plus the Tekla Foundry Heart to block out another 4, and I did. I blocked a Snatch for a clean 4 off of a max fee that I couldn't play. So, yep,
I saw
I'm a
the
finalist.
other 2 max fees that were in the bottom too, and that pitch that you left, or the bottom of the card.
Oh yeah, dude! If this were against like any kind of deck trying to fatigue me, I was dead. Like I've been so mad. I'm either against a Azalea or a Mario in finals. Not sure yet.
Ooh, both are going to be fun matchups. So which one do you prefer to play? I think
Azalea.
I was going to say, I think you'd prefer to just play the straight up race on Azalea.
Yep. Especially since that Mario already kicked my butt. I don't want to do that again. That's my only loss. Last round of Swiss, he just smoked me.
It would be fun though for a good rematch though.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Either match. I'm
make for a good storyline.
I think that would be really cool, especially if you beat him, because then you got the comeback story.
I'll be the league that means nothing champion, the champion that means nothing. Woo!
No. There's good brownie points there.
Oh no, there's been some really good players like in this league. So
of mechanologist cards, I think that those twin drives that they're bringing out at one point are the coolest looking twin drives I think I've ever seen in my life.
Too bad that card sucks.
Yeah, but it's anime, so it doesn't matter.
I don't play twin drive at all anymore.
I mean, it does right now, maybe.
Yeah, you gotta understand, the regular twin drives out of bright lights could go through the roof and be the best card ever in creation for a mech, and the anime ones would still be better because the just art on them is super sick. So
we don't have a high octane. I don't think twin drive is playable. The more I played
High
with it,
Octane
to try to like,
back.
oh, it'll be cute to occasionally be able to get the double boost so I can max V. But anytime like you play a twin drive so that you could like max V really lean, it just feels bad because it's like 5 into 4 into 10, which is only 19.
They'll let High Octane come back, I think, but Dio might have to go before that happens. I just think she utilizes it too crazily.
No, High Octane's never coming back. That card's toast. It's
gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I would expect if they're going to print something, it'd be something like the next time you boost, you generate an extra action point. Something that gives that effect to generate one extra action point.
So like low octane.
Yeah. It's a low octane.
Yeah.
Or medium octane.
Medium octane.
Yeah, we call it 89.
Or octane canister or something.
It's the middle gas. Like 87's too low. 91, that's that premium shit. That's high octane. That's too high. But that middle ground, that's perfect. That's just right.
Let's see. Went 3-0 in Armory with Archaeo. That deck is super fun. Bravo tried to fatigue me. And I just
God.
I just
do the fatigue.
You can't like fatigue Archaeo as a guardian. He just starts smacking you over and over again with 10s.
I was gonna say the blues. The blues are worse than the reds in some cases.
He had so much life gain too. There was a point where I think he had 12 more life than me, and he hadn't dealt me any damage. And so, like, I got all these cards that don't do anything, and it's a great plan and everything until I start throwing Command and Conquer pummels.
Dude, fatigue. Like, I thought I'd eventually join the dark side of fatigue because it feels so good, and then every time I play it, I just think, why? Or play against it, I think, why? Why is this fun? Like, why? Why did you design the deck to do this?
Okay, I gotta admit, there is one time that fatigue is fun. It's when I was playing Florian in Living Legend, and I was fatiguing Prisms by just duskblading their auras over and over again. I'd just make some rune chants to pop all their spectral shields, and then I'd duskblade their aura. And they'd go, man, it's really, like, how many cards in deck? And I'd go, like, 25. And they'd go, oh, man, I only have 18. This is not good. Okay.
Yeah, heroes without a weapon, man. Real.
So speaking of Living Legend, as expected, at least I expected it.
Do we want to go there first?
Do we want to go there first, or do we want to do the market minute first?
Let's tell them. I don't think anything's going to change. So just go ahead and tell them what's banned. We'll go into the market minute.
I knew the bans were going to come out. They weren't going to wait till next week. That's too short notice.
Yeah.
The bans were going to happen today, and they did happen today. Dirge only lasted a month. It is re-restricted.
Yeah.
Wildly good.
I think a pretty heads-up choice was the ban on Rosetta Thorn.
That weapon is the most broken weapon I think ever created in a common slot.
It is unexpected. You would think that something that they printed, one of the most beautiful marvels ever, that they wouldn't ban it. That's why it kind of caught me off guard. I'm like,
dude,
I want to know if that card's going to go down in price. I wouldn't be surprised if Rosetta Thorn ever gets unbanned.
Yeah, I think it's gone the way of Crown of Seeds.
Well, I think that's the nicest ban that they could do to bring the deck in line without making it just not playable.
And this is because of what's
Viscera and Chain.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because of both of them, but like it's just too much. Like there's Rosetta is such a grossly unfair weapon.
I don't know why they don't just errata it.
No, they really should.
Make it elemental. Let Briar have it.
I see what you're saying. Let Briar be the only one that can use it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a signature weapon, so
I think that was the real big problem is that it's just the depth of that card is too great, and that other like Nebula Blade is already a really good rune card. I think Nebula Blade is fine. I mean, it's okay compared the two, sure, but there's nothing wrong with that or Galaxy. Like, I don't understand why you had to give them.
They wanted to prop up Viscera.
Rosetta.
When it came out, they wanted to prop up Viscera after they just eviscerated him, right? So.
Yeah, but like, haven't they learned from like Skeleton and other things that Runeblade goes from 0 to broken in like a heartbeat, depending upon what cards they have? And like
Greenblade
Dirge
is just a broken class.
It's because the split damage and the math just starts to inflate. Like the second Viscerai can create 4 rune chants from 1 card. It's just crazy.
With
like
Gogan.
There's just too
Natty Gogan.
it's just crazy. I think there's even play for the boots into that too, right? Because you can technically get an action point from that, right? Because can't you make the
you can,
and it's a 0 cost. Like it's just criminal. Like Dirge is an amazing card used for Vincent.
But Vincent's not really playable. You guys remember when Briar LL'd and Rosetta left the format and it gutted Viscerai? Do we think history's gonna repeat itself here?
No,
is Viscerai gutted again?
He's still got.
What's so funny is Rosetta Thorn is gone, but Runeblade still have the best weapons in the game. They have 2 1-cost 3s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They still got Nebula and like they're still criminally good weapons. Dustblade.
Reaping Blade and Dustblade are both bananas weapons. They're so good.
And Reaping.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
They have no shortage of like crazy good weapons. Like even look at some of their like more niche ones. Like Flail of Agony is a fantastic weapon. It is a really good weapon. Like
that. I'm actually interested to see, and I actually want to see if Vincent is playable in Sage, because I think that would be a very fun deck to play. I've always wanted to play Vincent.
She's fine, and just like RuneGate Chain is pretty good. They're both probably fine. I thought you were about saying CC. I'm like, dude, as soon as Verdant's gone, dude, Vincent's great in CC. As soon as like all these Scour players are gone, there's just too many people playing Scour.
Yeah, Scour. Yeah, but no, Vincent's definitely like. There's a lot of Sage decks I want to play. I want to try and play Icelander. I want to because then I can ease into the CC version. I can understand the mechanics and then ease into the CC. I don't want to just pick up Verdants. Although, sad to say, everybody, before we go into the market minute, there has been 0 people making a KO Berserker run Sage deck, so I might have to be the one to do it.
I've played it. It is so frustrating because he either just goes 4 go again, 3 go again, 4 go again, or 15 go again, 15 go again, 15 go again.
Yeah, that's the way I want to. I'm a gambler. I want to sit down and go, no gambler's gloves, no problem. Skull Crushers, what's the bam?
It's so funny because you have a 66% chance to lose half your damage, but a 33% chance to double. And I've definitely been playing against him like. It's funny, you didn't roll any 6s. It was just 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 over and over again. I'm like,
it's still on my list to make because all the decks are stupid cheap. Although today I did a Sage thing. I realized, and I don't know why it took me so long, that you can filter TCG player by commons and rares. Who knew, right? Who knew you could do that? But before we get into this, because we have this really cool affiliate link, you may want to just go into the description, click on that affiliate link before you go buy some of these cards. Because if you do, not only will you be getting your cheap commons and rares from TCG Player, but you'll also be helping us.
And for the pennies.
Yeah, we are in it for the pennies.
We can get some pennies too for our new Sage cards because man, I don't even know what's back there. But there are some rares that have like gone up in price to the point where I wonder if I've ever gotten rid of them, and now like I actually feel bad. This has created, and I know, and I haven't talked to him in forever. It's been a hot minute, but we have a buddy who sells commons and rares, and he's been telling me, just take the time, just sort them out, get this like little shelving unit, just put them by set, and like the money's there. And
Blade
now,
Backer.
now because of commons and rares and people wanting foils, like he's probably just like raking in the dough with commons and rares, and I'm a little sad.
I hope you're talking about the Blade Beckoner set in the.
I'm talking, dude. It's more than Blade. I mean, there's just tons of different cards. I mean, where do we start? So, I think Quick Clicks is going to become a crazy card. This is specifically Treasure Quick Clicks. I'll at least put that out there. Most of your cold foil playable cards will now have a market, because if the deck is good, competitive, performs well in Silver Age, which most decks will. I mean, there's probably going to be some that edge out. Then those cards are going to have some niche value. So Quick Clicks Cold Foil is it was, I should say, probably about a couple bucks. They've been bought up real handily. They're now like $5 or $6 for the cold foil, but like there's only 5 on TCG Player. So they're going to be $10, $12 a cold foil soon.
Real quick, I have no idea what a Quick Clicks is.
Quick.
A lot of these commons and rares, I would venture that most people that listen aren't gonna know off the top of their heads what these commons and rares actually are or do. So
Quick Clicks was a build defining card in high seas
but some
meta.
people don't. Some people don't know. Quick Clicks is a 0 generic equipment legs, 0 block action. Destroy this. Your next attack this turn gets go again. Activate this only if you played a Nimblism this turn. The actual action of it has go again as well. So basically, if you've played a Nimblism, you can give a card. It's snappies. It's snappies for Nimbies only. Yeah.
Okay, but Nimby's banned, isn't it?
Nimblism. No, not. Sorry.
Nimblism.
I got to be careful about my nicknames that I like to give things. Nimblism gets played. You now have like snaps on a stick, basically.
Yeah.
It snaps at home only if you've used Nimblism.
Okay.
So
Nimblism is pretty good. All right, cool.
That's a big one. Swift Strike Bracers. Swift Strike Bracers are sold out. There's literally one listing. They're $20 for cold foil. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter whether they're good or not. They're sold out. So they've been selling like hotcakes at $4 to $5 a piece. Swift Strike Bracers, generic equipment arms, action. Destroy this. Your next attack this turn gets +2. Activate only if you played a Nimblism. We're starting to see a theme here. People like Nimblism. People want to throw big attacks. People forget, and I forget, Unmovable is still a playable card. So is a card called Steadfast. Yeah, Fatigue Guardian sucks. It's miserable. Okay? I actually played against a Fatigue Dory and a Fatigue Riptide with every trap in the game he could possibly play. It was miserable.
That doesn't even sound good.
It's not if you have a weapon, because you just white swing and watch him go, well, which one do I give now? It's like, but I was playing Azalea.
Dory's
so
probably fine. DGA is a hell of a card.
Oh my God. Decimator Great Axe should probably be banned, but let's not go there because I might want to play it. All right. Most of the aura cards are going to be really good. So what happens next? And I only put what happens next because I just like the art on it. But most of the Pleaides auras, those extended art cold foils, are going to go up in stonks. Not only do the Pleaides of Classic Constructed want to bling out their deck, but the Pleaides of the Silver Age are going to want to bling out their deck.
I think Pleaides is quite good in Silver Age.
I think Guardian is quite good. I also think Pleaides. I have been beaten by quite a few Pleaides. I can tell you that the free resource curve that she gets and the ability to block and send things for free.
It's stacking the auras, man. It's just throwing 22 in your opponent's face and asking them the question of like, what are they going to do about it?
And real quick, apparently also good in Living Legend, but I guess we'll get to that here in a little while.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We'll have to see. We'll have to ask what happened next on that one.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to figure out who won and then ask them like how that went down. $27, by the way, for Swift Strike Bracers. This is literally the only one in the market. One sold for $15. Don't do it. These are cold foils, by the way. Okay. This is cold foil. What happens next is currently $13 for the cold foil. Now, this next one is not a cold foil. This is a normal rare. They're selling for $15, and that's, of course, Pouncing Paws. I think one of the best legs in the game, or the legs. It's weird because I think they're boots, but boots don't exist. They're the best legs for Ninja, bar none. Pair it with combo decks that run Tigers, or just pair it with Terran Shuka, which is another battle worn, to get a free 2 whenever you want when you break both of them. Also, it's a way to activate that overpower card if you're running that, which I think is also really good too. I think
Terran Shuka should be banned. Pouncing Paws is fine. Terran Shuka should be banned.
Terran Shuka just is 2 value on a stick, pretty much wherever it is,
3,
and it blocks
3 value on a stick.
because it
It's 3
blocks.
value gloves. They are so overrated that it's just insane.
They're really good. They're really, really good. Like, Ira really needs a block all play a 2 from like, let's be real here. Okay. Those are selling for $15. So I get to go behind me and pull my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, God knows how many round the table decks that I have. And I've been just so but still not out there.
Okay.
But yeah, they're selling like hotcakes.
Out of curiosity, what are the Brevant equipment set? What
those
is
are
that
good
looking
too. Yeah.
Who?
Civic.
Brevant.
They're all Civics.
The Civic.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting to Civic Steps. It's on the list. It's on
not
the
just
list?
Civic Steps, the rest of the Civic equipment.
I don't,
He had a full,
I don't think the
full
gloves
set.
are considered good because giving your opponent a might token is kind of crazy. But I think the chess piece is played.
It's not on the list. So Civic Guide is like 20 cents. Civic Duty is 18. Civic Peak is 20. Civic Steps is $8. Which I actually think Civic Steps will go up.
Civic Duty will too. It being like 18 cents is kind of wild. How's this 18 cents? It's so expensive to get this card.
Did he get reprinted?
No. I mean,
I don't know.
I think
Maybe
the
it will
only
go up.
pseudo reprint was Civic Steps, wasn't it?
He was the judge card, yeah. Or did he get reprinted again?
I think that was the only one.
I don't think. I think it's just the one printing. I don't think Civic Duty made it to a judge print, did it? Oh, maybe it did. LGS 208.
Nah, I think it might just be a promo. Potentially. Anyway.
Yeah. That's
Boulder
crazy.
Drop Red. Boulder Drop Red is a $12 rare. No surprise.
Well, it's very limited in how you can get it, right? You either have to get it from the Pleaides Armory deck or from Gem Pack, so it's kind of hard to find.
Yep. So it is a very pricey rare. I think I have the other Boulder Drop somewhere. I feel like I had it and I didn't. But Boulder Drop Blue, I believe, was like $3 or $4, and that's because I think it also had a
It's only in the Brevant deck, right? Or
is it really only? I thought they reprinted it. Did they reprint it?
It wasn't in Mastery Pack, right?
It was in Mastery Pack. Yes, I think they printed Boulder Drop.
Yes.
Blue and yellow in Mastery Pack Guardian.
No,
it just got reprinted in Armory deck Pleaides.
The Armory
That's
deck.
it. Yep.
Yeah, so it's just those two. So I mean, they could both technically go up. The red's just a bigger attack, so people want it. Another set of cards, and obviously you got to check your promos now too. So like, no joke. Like I say, check your rares, check your foils, check your commons, check your common foils. But your promos, your soup ups,
The old Armory promos.
Because a lot of them are rares and commons. So.
Yeah, so you guys might be sitting on a gold mine in some weird ones.
Gold mine.
That's right, because they get crinkled.
Gold mine.
But basically what I was trying to lead into is even bigger than that is going pretty crazy, at least the promo version of it. Obviously, these could be speculation, so everybody needs to like take this with a grain of salt. That a lot of people are going to buy up what they think are the most playable rares, and I mean it's just going to happen. It happens with any announcement. In fact, I'm sure most of these were snap put up the second Silver Age was announced and like Blitz was gone. That everybody just went crazy. I'm sure Blade Beckoner sold out in 5 minutes. I don't have to go check the statistics.
They're all so expensive. All the cold foils are like went up by like 5 times minimum.
We're getting there. But even bigger than that, I do have the blue. The blue promo is at $18 and it has been selling. The red is at $52 for the promo and it has been selling at $34 and $40. It's pretty wild.
Whoever bought EBTT for $52, you just got scammed. That card
hey, by the way, there's there's a common version of it, so it's okay. You don't have to spend. Welcome to the beauty of Silver Age, by the way, is it doesn't really matter in this case how pretty the card is. I'm one to talk because I bling that on Marlin deck, and I'm bad at it. But the cards don't play any better just because they look better. I promise you that. I can tell you from experience, I still punt all the time whether the cards look good or they look bad. Obviously Yellow Shred is another one, but it's already been on our radar, so it's like $3 or $4. Yellow Shred's still best shred. Blue might have a little more playability.
Dude, I've seen all three colors, and they can
red is overkill. Red is so overkill. Don't do red. What are you gonna do? Shred the
shred on the horizon.
The army? Yeah. Oh, it's
happened to me, so and you gross. Go, oh wow, they had it.
That's crazy. That's criminal. Don't do that. All right, let me go pull up the whole Blade Beckoner because I think I only have the head and the boots, but I believe
the boots are the most
set,
expensive set of the set. The boots and the helmet, yeah,
by leaps and bounds. Oh, that's why I didn't pull it up. So the plating is only 15 because there's just way better build defining chests. In most cases, you'll just run Spring Tunic or something of that nature, or your specific one. Every kind of class or set usually has some kind of one resource generating thing. Ninjas also have a pretty crazy chest in the one that gives you a resource for creating a tiger or something like that. I think it all has to do with the tigers.
I think just because of the Blade Beckoner set, the EV of opening a box of Hunted is back in the positive again.
Dude, a Hunted was already...
I might buy a box of Hunted when I go to Johns Creek tomorrow. They have it.
Like, Hunted,
there's
I
always
think...
a possibility of getting a shelter, too, so...
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, shelter's up.
That'll pay for the whole box.
You said you can open up cold foil Blade Beckoner boots, you paid for half the box. Like,
man, I kind of want to... $110 right now for... No, he's not
Blade
joking.
Beckoner boots are like $50. They're somewhere between 30 and 50.
The
boots are the most commonly used piece, by far. Like, there's boots just suck in Silver Age. Like, you have quick clicks, you have Blade Beckoner boots, and then you have, like, a couple class-specific choices. But...
That's correct.
That's it. Otherwise, yeah. What are you gonna do? Run Iron Rot or Ironhide? Why not run Ironhide that doesn't cost anything?
Blade Beckoner boots are. Oh, sorry. The helm. The helm's $3, $4 right now, and that's normal. That's just no cold foiling. $4 or $5. Right about selling like hotcakes.
I like that the cheapest selling. Blade Beckoner helm is just listed as damaged $3.
Yeah, and somebody will buy it because it's Blade Beckoner. The cold foils for the helmets are $28. That's for the cold foil helmet. That's right. Who would have thought cold foil commons or rares being at $28 in that sense? The boots are $4 to $5. Again, they jump quickly up to $8. The cold foils are $33. For the cold foil boots. It has had one of the craziest glow ups I've seen, a 600% increase over a month.
Dude, sip to life.
Oh man,
that's pretty good
for everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. And it blocks daggers just like I played against you, and I blocked your dagger, and then I blocked it again. Or I blocked, and then I could block the dagger for free. Which is what you can technically do. You can put it in front of an attack, block, and then because it has guardwell, you can block a weapon with it that doesn't have piercing. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get that 2 value some way. Malefic Incantation should be I think it was already a really expensive rare, and it's at $4 to $5 as well. Rainbow foils are about 6 or 7. So if there's any play for some of the Rune Blade heroes, you'll definitely see that. Looking for scrap. These are just cards that you should look through and see if you have. Trade your Silver Age value for other Silver Age value, and or make a quick buck. Trade it for CC value. This is, looking for scrap is a $2 rare. I'm sure the foil's a little more. The foils are $5 or $6. So if you got looking for scrap red, there's that. Tiger Eye Reflex, the thing that comes out of Round the Table, is $5 in the rare. There's a chance they reprint that, though. There's also a chance they reprint the Pouncing Paws. It really just depends on the Armory deck. I think that's more than likely going to happen, but we'll have to see.
Talking about the Silver Age decks, right?
Yeah, sorry, the Silver Age decks.
But those aren't going to be coming out till like February, and there's going to be a lot of Silver Age to play between now and then.
I mean, we're going to see some prices, man. It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you. Orb Weaver Spinneret from The Hunted. That rare is a $2 rare in common. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, that tracks.
And it's a $2 rainbow foil, which is actually kind of crazy. It means you should probably get some of those rainbow foils. But I mean that card looks like it's been $2 for quite a while, to be honest. So there might just be a weird misprint.
I think it's just hunted. I think it's just hunted.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I opened 2 cases of Hunted back when it first came out. I got 3 total red copies of Orb Weaver Spinneret.
It is a
one
low
of them
print
was foil
because of how game breaking they are unlimited.
So no, it's just short printed. So yeah, that price tag makes sense because I would still like to have one more non-foil so I can have a set of them.
Spinning Wheel Kick, $2 rare, Outsiders. Oh, Outsiders rares. Probably 100 wins too. Throw those up there as
what
well.
About the Spinning Wheel Kick extended art?
The RTN promo.
Oh man, that was already really, really expensive.
Yep, $12.
It's not bad.
I would like to
That's not
see.
bad.
I would like to see who can make the most expensive Silver Age deck. Like, what is the most expensive legitimate Silver Age deck? You can't just go, all right, I'm going to cherry pick all these random WTR foils, right?
I mean, I think if you're using any WTR foils, and there are some that I think have contention. I mean, like, I think Raging Onslaught is still a good. I mean, it's a 3 for 7 and it blocks 3. Like, is it the card you'd want to play? No. Is it a playable card? Yes.
It's Silver Age. None of the cards are what we want to play.
Whoa! That's not necessarily true.
I mean, it's not CC, so you don't get to play the most powerful things. You kind of got to make do with what you got.
Ooh, cold foil refraction bolters. There you go. You want to immediately have a super expensive Silver Age deck? Cold foil
right
refraction bolters, baby.
I got him. Dory's the only one I think I've finished the suite on.
$275 right off the bat. Let's go. That's a good start.
That's a good. That's pretty much what I've got. Unless there's any other cards you guys are curious about that you've seen, that you've played, that you've said, "Wow, this is broken." But I think it's nice. One, I think no matter what, just because of the lack of rarity, the accessibility of this is going to be really good. The fundamentals are there, the blocking values are there, the blocking decisions are there. It still feels like a challenging game, even with people trying to Unga Bunga race you down, and then others trying to fatigue. I feel like you're getting to see different ends of the spectrum of Fab, and you get to kind of understand the different nuances, and try and craft the deck to beat it based on the heroes and minimal power.
You want me to let you know what my wish for Silver Age is? Since the decks are so cheap, I want them to have a very, very aggressive hand on the format. Meaning every BNR, 2 or 3 cards get banned. 2 or 3 cards get restricted or unrestricted.
They just keep
because it only costs $20. Someone ruins your deck, you just literally
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, anyway, I guess I'll play Ira now. She's still broken.
Yeah.
They should definitely
Completely
keep
agree.
evaluating the format. And obviously I think there are cards and there may be things that are problematic that they haven't fully sniffed out. That maybe just have too much value generation and still try and make the game. You don't want to
We're looking at you,
to take
Shuko.
longer.
With every set, they need to update the ban list for Silver Age.
Yeah, Silver Age, they should be very heavy-handed, craft it, even maybe make a rotation where they're okay, well, this is we're going to unban these and next BNR, get ready for it, kind of thing. They have a real opportunity to have a very dynamic format that changes all the time, but doesn't hurt anyone's wallet at all.
No, yeah, this is going to be really fun. I think the other thing that I want for it as well, and just echoing the sentiment, I think MinMax put out a video recently, but these need to be highly printed. Like, these can't be something that just these decks that are coming out. This can't be a 2 to 3 case allocation. Like, because these are rares, and like I understand, like it's like seriously, nobody should have to pay $4 for a Malefic Incantation rare. It's why I don't put rares and commons up on TCG Player, because I just think it's crazy. Like, I understand people want to supplement their orders and things like that, but like no rare should be $15. That's crazy. I mean, you want a cold foil version, whatever, that's fine, but no base normal rare should be that much. And so print the hell out of these decks. Seriously, even if they've got reprints, even if they're going to crush the market, just print them. Make billions of them. They should be almost handed out in a sense, like the Ira Welcome deck. Not necessarily, but like seriously, they should be that liquid, is what I'm saying. Because you're going to pay $20, but what you don't want is somebody to buy like 86 master sets of it, and now you've got either store only has like 2 or 3 master sets. They're going to be gone.
Okay.
Some people may just want to buy them because they don't want to go through their bulk to find the cards to put the damn decks together.
I'm his money friend.
That kind of leans into what I was getting ready to say.
Let's be real.
Now that we've tinkered with a few deck lists and we've seen the price tag in the top right corner on February, how are we feeling about the $20 ticket to the $2 million World Tour tagline at this point?
If they've got reprints of Boulder Drop, Pouncy, things of that nature, it's a fantastic thing, and I think it's fine.
After I've built the deck, so they all come in between the $10 and $20 mark. The fact that they hand you a $5 like pack with it, so it's only really costing you $15, and you get like a box. You might get a special printing. There even could be other cards or new cards occasionally featured that kind of fill out a certain hero. I think the value in these decks is fine.
Yeah, that has more and more become my strong opinion. $20 is a fair asking price and is actually a good deal.
There's no way you save any money because of what shipping costs unless you like buy a lot. Because like if you're buying off TCG Player or something, you're going to be gathering little smatterings of cards from a lot of different vendors and racking up the like $5 to $10 minimum that you need to get free shipping off TCG Player. You're just not going to do it consistently. So you're not going to save any money on shipping. Like these are a great deal.
Yeah. Because not everybody that you're going to buy from to hit that $5 is going to have every rare in common. And so they actually mentioned that again, MinMax, they usually sell their commons for 50 cents. And that's how they justify keeping the inventory. And I'm thinking 25, 50 cents for a card is, in the grand scheme of things, really isn't that crazy. So think about it. You're going to get a 40, 60, whatever card deck ready to go. $20.
Okay. So really briefly, before we get in the decks, do we want to talk about PQ at all? Or do we want to do that afterwards? Or maybe just shelve it?
I mean, Verdants didn't get any hits, so
no hits on Verdants. I really didn't expect really any hit.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably just speed run the results.
Okay. Most notable result, Kano's still picking up wins. He's at 972 Living Legend points as of today. He is very likely to either Living Legend or be very silly at like the 998 points.
It is so weird how often that has happened.
Yeah, he's going to just chill right there, waiting. He's got to win one more battle, Hardened Calling, maybe Worlds, who knows? Like, I can't wait. No,
that would be a way for him to go out.
I'd love Kano. They play it in Living Legend, they play it in CC, and they just crush it all the way. That'd be such a cool way to send him off, to be honest. I'm here for that story.
Yep.
Oh, he can't just do it again. Turn 0, blam, 80 damage. Turn 0, blam, 80 damage. It's just like the shortest finals ever.
Is he playable in Sage? It might be the one time I'll actually be able to play Kano.
I mean, Snapback is still a card.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, it is.
So you could still just pop out of nowhere and deal like 9 arcane, but. All the wizards are okay.
Silver Age, I'm telling you, is going to be the entry into just playing other decks, because I like I said, I think this is a good way to learn fundamentals. I'm not going to know how to play it at CC through but like fundamentals, it'll feel good.
Yeah, we played Benji versus Mario right before this, and we actually had a several turn game. I mean, it was actually really back and forth. That could have been a much quicker game, but It felt very interactive, more interactive than I expected it to be.
A lot of these decks devolve into 2-card block, 2-card. I mean, like, look, if I was playing the Azalea deck, I literally would have figured out how to put 16 dominate every turn. And I am a blind flipper. I don't care.
We'll get back to Sage.
Oh, sorry.
Donnie.
sorry.
I think you have the ProQuest stats in front of you. I don't have them in front of me at the moment.
No, I don't have them in front of me, but I can get them.
So I know that we had Verdance,
right there,
Gravy Bones, and Syndra in the top of the field again, like expected. I think between the three of them, they held a little bit less presence than they did the previous week, but I still think they're at like 42-ish%. 2 Marlin wins, hell yes.
Verdance, Syndra, Gravy, Kano, Victor. Kano actually picked up 7 wins this week. Verdance had 18 for 18%, 18%, 13%, 12%, 7%, etc., etc., etc. So Verdance 18, Syndra 13, Gravy had 12, and then Kano 7, Victor 6, and then 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, etc., etc., etc. But Victor picked up 6 wins. That's a little surprising, isn't it?
I think people have figured out a little bit how to beat Verdance here and there, so they're managing to pick a few wins that they normally wouldn't have, and so they see her in finals and don't lose. He's very capable of fatiguing Gravy Bones if he's tech for it. I think you can kind of tech both ways. So, not surprised. Victor's a good hero.
Okay. In the random one-ofs section, Arakni Huntsman won. Pleaides is now on the LL board. Puffin, Rhinar, Phi, RKO rather. Katsu picked up a win.
Wow.
Ira and Kasai.
Wow, Katsu getting a win. That's
random. I mean, good on you, whoever that was. But I feel like the real story that I want to know is how in the world there was a Pleaides superstar that won an LLPQ.
Is it a misreport?
No, because it was actually in the tweet. It was in the stats result tweet.
Yeah, it was in the stats result tweet. Because he actually, I'm looking at our chat, and he posted the tweet with it.
Yeah.
Or did you just show up and just go edge of your seat, turn 0 against everybody and just wonk them?
I want to know the story. I want to know what that deck looks like. I need that list.
Dude, how?
I need
9 pummel
list.
9 pummel.
9 pummel. Okay.
9.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure after playtesting 9 pummel Pleaides, I think that is the way you're supposed to play her. You should be taking advantage of your resources and all these extra cards. So that because think about it. You throw a card, you have extra cards in hand. Your opponent's like, oh god, is it an aura or is it pummel?
Oh, I mean, the amount of mental damage you're gonna do with 9 pummels is crazy. I would actually.
Then they overblock it and you go, okay, I'll play Superstar Arsenal card, and they go, oh god.
Right, but the cards you arsenal is actually
the pummel.
Because you just wait to do it the next turn, and they're sitting there sweating the whole. Oh, dude, that. All right, I'm gonna have to play 9 pummel.
My informal name for the Pleaides Sage deck is Bet I Don't Have It.
That's so damn good.
That's actually a good segue.
Oh.
Yep.
So I'm gonna reformat us real quick.
Boom. Man, can Kano LL with this last week of ProQuest?
Yes.
I mean, he's at 1.5 times, so.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
possibly.
he is. Yeah, he is. He's gaining. God, I gotta play Thori before she goes. With 1.5.
Wait, I have to stream, so I'm gonna mess up the stream for a second so that you guys can see what I'm seeing.
Okay.
All right.
Watching the stream.
Let me turn off.
Ew, Enigma.
God.
Boo,
I've heard horror stories about this deck.
There we go. All right. Okay. So yes, Enigma. She's back. She's really good. You don't get to block with headpiece, play Mirror Guy. use tunic counter, swing for 8. But I played in an armory last night, and I did a surprising amount of no card 5 go agains, where I just block my whole hand and I go 5. And they go, yep, that's pretty good. And then I block my whole hand again, and I would go 5 until I wore them down. And then it started being like 5 into 4 into 2, and then 5 into 4 into 2, then 5 into 4 into 2. I mean, I think this deck is fine. So let's go over quickly some of the features of it. I've been iterating quite a bit. What is it weak to? Oh, God, it's weak to Ira. Man, like once you run out of the armor, like the Kodachis just wear you down. You don't really get great value out of like any of your ward. Because like if you don't have any spectral shields, the Kodachis just eat up all your ward. So you're not really getting great value out of the ward. You can't throw too many big stompy cards into her because she does run a couple 6s. The first time you try to run Enigma Chimera into her, if you haven't seen both Red Sirens of Safe Harbor, if she pops your Sirens, your Enigma Chimera with Sirens of Safe Harbor, you just instantly lose the game on the spot. But that's what you have to put into her. In fact, this entire sideboard, other than the unmovable, is partly for Ira. All 5 of these cards come in against Ira, because I think the only way you beat her is you use your armor early to keep your board and value trade her down. And then once you can no longer keep your board out anymore, you start just throwing haymakers at her, and hopefully you get there.
Okay, so what are the key cards in the deck? What are we actually looking at as the primary game plan, since we don't have Miragai in the hat?
Spectral Manifestations. Holy crap, this card is crazy. So Spectral Manifestations is a 2-cost, says create a Spectral Shield token, then if you control no other illusionist artists, put a 3+1 counters on it. So it's a 2-cost for 4 go again with 1 aura, right? Or 1 shield. However, you can combine that with Astral Etchings, because you have 1 resource floating, to put another 3 counters on it. Now it's turned into a 3-card 7 that you could swing for free for the rest of the game if you manage to protect it. And even if you don't, you could just flip up Uphold Tradition and it becomes a 2-card 5 that you could swing for free for the rest of the game. Like that's the value that you're going for. And a lot of your cards are here to protect that strategy, right? You have other cards that you could kind of high roll with. Waning Vengeance and Waxing Spectre are in there because like they're just good. Waxing Spectre costs 2, comes in with a counter on it. So it's a ward 3, so it's swinging for 4 go again. You do have to pay for this one since it's not a Spectral Shield. But the first turn that you play it, it's a 2 for 4 go again that then wards 3. So it's 2-card 7 on its own.
God. So Enigma numbers.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I've added a more stompy into it from the initial list. Like this is a card you probably didn't see very often. Second Tenet of Chi Tide. If you've transcended this turn, it gets +2. It's just a 3-cost 5 that blocks for 3 that can go up to 7. That's it. Same thing with second Tenet of Chi Wind. It's a 3-cost 5 that can get go again if you've transcended. So Spectral Prowler is a 2 go again that lets you transcend, because you do need enough blues to flip your transcends over so that you can get your chi. For people who maybe started playing recently and all the Misspell heroes were already gone, everything the deck does kind of revolves around their hero power, pitching the blue resources, and hers makes a Spectral Shield token with a counter on it. So even if you get down to nothing, sometimes you just keep 1 shield with 1 counter on it, and you just throw 2 for free. So 2-cost weapon or 0-cost weapon that swings for 2 go again. It's very strong.
This Cosmo's the one that turns you're running the Cosmo, right? It turns
well, Enigma is the one that makes it free, but the Cosmo is what turns it into a weapon. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we going to be putting the links to the decks we're talking about in the descriptions? Okay. So for anybody that's listening and interested, or just popped into at whatever, what are we doing the timestamps too? Because that would be tremendously helpful for the viewers.
I have to actually do them. So I say I'll do it, and then I'm like, okay, it's Thursday evening. I need to get this out, but maybe I'll compile everything tonight, and I'll try to start doing timestamps and get a good pipeline for making sure I get them out.
Gotcha. Well, for those of you, following along at home, check the description. There may or may not be links that may or may not.
There will definitely be links. not necessarily. Dude, timestamping is so in order to do a timestamp, I have to watch it at least once, right?
Right, because you have to go to the exact.
I mean,
you have to go
scroll
to the
through it. Yeah.
But it's pretty easy to do the decks, right? Because they're on the screen, and I can just find when we transitioned. So
that'll be easy.
Yeah, so little things here and there for about sideboarding. You run AB3 to deal with the wizards. They can still harass you. They come in for 4. They blow up your wards. You still need to be worried about things like Murkmire, Grapnel, and pick the pieces.
That's right.
Things that like make it where you can't prevent damage. You could just lose your whole board. Azalea is still a house. This card is basically in there for Azalea. Sorry, Guardians, you catch flack because I wouldn't run this if Guardians were the only people to run it against. But one unmovable in this format can sometimes just win you the game on the spot. This card is really strong.
It is.
Battlefront Bastion, just a great card. This card's fantastic. You could block, like with your last point of Blade Beckoner on the first Kodachi, block the second Kodachi with a Battlefront Bastion, and then cover the breakpoint coming in afterwards with the floating prevention on Battlefront Bastion. Or throw it for 7. Also, poppers
Bastion
are a good
may
thing to
just may just be the best popper.
Yep, this is a great popper. This is also a great popper because a lot of the decks that you want to pop against, like Enigma or Prism, if you for some reason don't have to pop, you throw Blanche into their face and it hits them. They lose the ability to have color, right? So Prism can't get go again with her yellows, and or she can't have like yellows in her pitch zone for any of her effects, and then Enigma doesn't have blues. It's transcend. All right.
Boy, Battlefront Bastion is expensive.
Is it?
The promos? Oh yeah.
Oh, the promos are pretty rare. You'd only get like one of each color too. Okay, let's hop over to your Benji deck that you were talking about.
Yep,
that's right.
All right, let's talk about these. What do these cards do?
Oh man, it didn't. Well, I swear they're actually inventoried.
Is that down but not out?
When I go in there, that is down but not out. So I accidentally misplayed down but not out, but you break your equipment quite frequently. I think the card goes in against most Guardian matchups or any other matchups where the equipment's going to stick around. You are going to break your battle-worn pieces pretty quickly. I mean, there's just synergy with the Tigers in terms of Pouncing Key and in terms of Biting Breeze. There's definitely, obviously, room for improvement with this because, I mean, with Benji, the idea isn't necessarily just to throw a bunch of 2 or lesses because you do want to actually, block out and take advantage of the +1. But some of these are pretty common includes for it. I mean, I think head jab is a yellow head jab 0, 0 for 2 yellow. You can still turn the Kodachis on.
Yeah, some of the cards in here are just because of Benji's hero power, right? Where things that are 2 power or less can't be defended by cards from hand. So like normally you'd never see a yellow head jab, right? Ever.
Nope. But since it it can guarantee a hit, which then turns the power, Benji's power on. The one thing that kind of is awkward is the Bittering Thorns, just because of the blue comes in for 2, which is really cool, meaning they almost always have to give some kind of armor to block it. But then the following attack might come in for 4, so it kind of upsets the value a little bit. Basic blue, 0 cost, just to proc Kodachis, hurl yellow, same thing, unblockable. Reinforce the line because you need to have insulation into Guardian and other dominated attacks. Little Razor Reflex Trickery, Torrent of Tempo because it's just an amazing card. Same thing with like Smash Up, just finishers. Kodachi, throw a card. Kodachi Sirens of Safe Harbor, Bittering Thorn Sirens of Safe Harbor. Things of that nature to try and generate value. And really, realistically with Benji, you're just trying to get your opponent low enough to where they have no armor, they cannot expend cards from hand to block the 2s, and you basically get to string like, okay, I'm going to go to 1, but I'm literally going to present an unblockable, 3 or 4 cards where it doesn't matter because they can't block the 2 value.
That card you just had.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not running this in yellow too.
So I think that could be a good addition.
Dude, I would be running the mask of like many faces. That way, every time you draw this, like it's on, like at least the first time. This card seems kind of nuts, right?
Recoil's pretty crazy considering that like you can't block it necessarily. And two, even if you could, like, are you really gonna like? I mean,
bro, I think
like
I'd be
free real estate.
I think I'd be running blue head jab too. Like,
yeah.
I wonder if I would build the deck around recoil.
For sure.
This card seems sweet.
It is really good.
The problem with blue head jab is it blocks for 2. Like, you really want your blue base to try and block for 3. I say
that's
that,
fair, that's fair.
But like you definitely want to have that. I think the downsides with this deck is drawing an all blue hand. Obviously, like you still get to leak pressure through, but it feels really bad. I think
for the listeners,
you go ahead.
For the listeners, what does recoil do?
Okay, recoil says combo of head jab was the last attack this combat chain. This has when this hits a hero, they put a card from their hand on top of their deck.
So I mean, it's just dead draws, and it can come at the end, like it, with I'm gonna actually hold on to my cards. I'll say no blocks, and it's like recoil.
Yeah, but if you have Mask of Many Faces though, instant destroy 1 cost destroy Mask of Many Faces. Name a card. The next attack action card you play this turn gains that name.
Oh, I mean, I could try and fit it in.
And it could block one. It could block 1 in a pinch.
Yeah, but then you'd have to. Yeah. And then you don't get the effect for it.
And it doesn't leave a headpiece on the board for down but not out.
For down but not out, which is
if you want to actually try to use down but not out.
That's that's a pretty good idea with that. You could do a little more cheeky things with the combo lines that way.
Should assassins be playing down but not out? They could give auras on their like you give someone a frailty token and then hit them with a down but not out because they have frailty. It's pretty mean.
I think the hard part, right? Because
they need some kind of aura token, right?
Well, it says that they have
fewer equipment, fewer tokens, and life. If you have less equipment, less tokens, and less life, it gets +3 overpower. So give them a frailty, it counts.
Yeah.
Ooh, or just give them a blood rot. Just give them a blood rot token. Like, oh man, that's so brutal. Oh man, you hit them with infect, and then like you have go again because they were marked, and then you just pitch a blue and smack them with a down but not out. I mean, that's probably not good, but it's good in my mind. Like,
man, there is so much room to tinker with this stuff.
Okay. Let's jump to one of yours. Donnie, you sent me we were just talking about Arakni.
Yep, literally threw it together today. Only had one game to test it out so far, but okay, first things first, the equipment stuff is not anything particularly spicy, with the exception that I'm not playing 2 of the Huntsmen, the Mark of the Huntsman in this list, because I wanted to try the Spider Bite, just because of the piercing. Since there's so much of the Blade Beckoner stuff in the format, I wanted to see if the piercing would make any kind of difference. In the game that I played against Noah, I didn't really notice a difference, but it's not really unexpected. Bite is just fantastic. It's another opportunity to get rid of one of the cards out of the slot.
Also, I found that it's good against Enigma, which this deck could struggle without Bite. Like the fact that it does the flick right when the card is played is super brutal as far as ward goes.
Yeah, excuse me. Also, I found that once with the Spider's Bite, once my Danger Digits was gone, I was looking for another way to get rid of a card. 1 second, guys. Hold on.
I think he was going to say he was looking for another way to get rid of daggers, because when I was first kind of building this, I was like, oh, I want to bring my daggers back. But I would find like, oh, I can't even get rid of my daggers. Like the only way to get rid of them is to hit. But if my opponent was like not letting them hit, then I would be like, okay, well, I can't get rid of them. And now this card that I want to equip a Chelicera with, I can't even equip it.
I wonder if I can run more hurls than Benji and run the pickup sticks then in that sense. But I think at that point, I might as well just play Ira.
It could be that you should just play Ira. Like sometimes when I'm looking at the Benji deck, I'm like,
It's just worse Ira.
You could just get the +1 point from Ira for free.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could just play Ira.
Sorry about that. I think I'm coming down with something. Had to step out for a moment.
Yeah, I'm having to like catch my breath occasionally too. That cold weather is crushing me.
Yeah, it's not fun. All right, Pursue to the Pits of Despair. I think we're done talking about the spiders or the bite for the moment, but Pursue to the Pits of Despair was just something that I wanted to try as a finisher, because I didn't realize that Smash Up was a card, so I wanted to try this just to try to end the turn with a mark as often as possible. Because you don't have claves and flick knives to stay consistently marking things. Let's see, anything else spicy? Just otherwise, it's just a standard dagger list with a lot of shreds, and Relentless Pursuit I thought was kind of cheeky. It's pretty. I think it's pretty good. It's a blue 0 cost. Generic action, mark target opposing hero. If you've attacked him this turn, it goes to the bottom of its owner's deck. Go again. So it's it's a consistent way to keep marking them, and it push comes to shove, it's a blue 3 block. So
it's just a good turn 0. Like, it gives you like, now you have like 4 turn 0s to get the mark to start with, because essentially just playing it's the same as discarding Reaper's Call, right?
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I can attack with the Mark of the Huntsman or the Spider's Bite on turn 0 with one of the other blues, because I kind of got a heavier blue base here. I think it's 14 total. 14 total blues in the deck, but that's because I want to be swinging the daggers as consistently as possible. And I'm trying to get the Chelicera as quickly as possible, so it's 2, 2, and 1 of the Orbweaver Spinnerets. Just playing one of the yellows. I took a lot of inspiration from the dagger list that I've tried in CC for a little while, and yeah, this is my starting point for where I want to try to see what Baby Mario does in the format. Sideboard, I don't really have anything spicy there either. Just Null Rune for Wizards, Arcane Polarity for Wizards, Lair of the Spider, because D-Reacts are good, and there's a lot of go again in the format. Reinforce the Line is not something that I'm completely sold on in this list, because there's only like 15 total attacks, so there's not a lot of good targets in it. That's probably going to be switched over to a popper, either Wage Gold because of the easy discard with the hero effects, or Battlefront Bastion. And Bastion is more likely to wind up in that spot.
Yeah. This is very close to kind of like what I conceptually think the list would be. The only card missing here, I would think, is I still think Infect is such a high value. It forces your opponent to block. That's the only card that I noted. No, that I thought that was missing. That was notable. Oh, and Frailty Trap's legal, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, 1 Frailty Trap, right? Because the second Ira opens with like a 3 go again, because she wants to like not open with a 1 for some reason, you just punish her with Frailty Trap.
Yeah, definitely a good idea.
It'd just be like a 1-up, right? That you can like also like, that's like such a good, because there's so much go again in this meta. Like, just think about Enigma. Like, you Frailty Trap Enigma, like you could rip like 3 points off of her turn just right then.
Yeah, or, well, I was gonna say Lexi, but Lexi isn't really.
Lexi's what I want to explore. I think she could be good. Yeah, I don't think
she's more of a the ice Lexi's probably stronger there.
Yeah, she's pumping and then shooting like 1 arrow usually.
Yeah, Lexi's definitely not going to do the. Well, I mean, I guess there is some. No, because you need trickery for that. You need like supers for Tri-Shot or whatever to.
Dude, 55 cards is so tight.
It is.
Yeah, you're running dual wield weapons. It is so hard. It is so hard to find a good solid 55 into the entire meta unless you are specifically targeting the things in your local meta. But right now, nobody really knows what their local meta is.
I was like, Donnie, why are you missing cards out of your inventory? And I'm like, oh yeah, you have to run 2 weapons. That 1 card is very noticeable. Like, it's just so noticeable. I mean, there could just be like a universe where like you just don't have room for AB3. You just go AB2 so that you don't get zapped at the end. But no, it's really hard. It's really hard to figure out where these deck slots need to go, and I think 55 was like a really heads up number for them to go for.
Yeah, and based on the list, I'm also really not feeling Starting Point so far. That one may end up being the Blade Beckoner boots instead, because I was trying to find some kind of decent legs, and I don't think Starting Point's going to be it. Not for this list anyway.
There's also like, no, those aren't that good. It's like for one base attacks you can give go again. You don't have many one base attacks. No. So yeah, if it's not Starting Point, it probably would be Blade Beckoner.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's jump over to the Pleaides deck I kept talking about. That's so funny. Yeah, 6 pummels. They're right there. Okay. So this deck just does some of the most bananas stuff. Like,
wait, concuss is a, oh my goodness.
Yeah. There are some. Crush the Weak is a rare or a common. Sorry. This is why this deck is playable. If you when you throw a fat Crush the Weak for like 20 at Ira, she goes, well, I guess I don't have a turn. Especially if it has confidence.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see. You play some of the auras, right? Because like Tension in the Air, Act of Glory, Edge of their Seat. You're basically kind of waiting until you could line up 2 red auras to pop on the same turn. And then you just throw a fat boulder drop at them. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to give you space to Arsenal a pummel. And then next turn, when you don't have any auras, what do? You throw an attack and you pummel it. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to give you space to play some more auras.
Yeah, you're basically like defining. You're setting the tempo and the tone.
Okay, I'm liking this.
Yes, this deck is really cool.
I'm liking this list.
It is by far the most expensive Sage deck we have at $70, but it's mainly because of these guys and Civic Steps.
Yeah. So get a Pleaides Armory deck and a Round the Table, and you have all kinds of value.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
That's what
I
I'm
gotta
hearing.
give me a Pleaides Armory deck.
The main things you have to pick up that's outside of those would be, I think, Thump. Thump is a pretty obscure, I think, Everfest card. This card is common, by the way. Thump is a 4 cost. If this card's attack is greater than its base, it gets Dominate. And when this hits a hero, they discard a card. So 2 blues plays Thump and pummels it. It comes in for 10 and says discard 2 cards, Dominate.
Oh my
Now, to be fair,
if you pre-block it before it gets
Yes.
Dominate.
but
Okay.
All right, is Suspense killing me in here? It is. Oh.
yes,
Yeah.
you have Suspense is killing me to give it attack its above its base. You got several auras. You get to run a shield.
Ooh.
You get even more block, and this shield has like no downsides. It's just temper.
Yeah, because you can't play the Moment Maker.
And Titan's Fist is actually kind of a busted weapon. Most of the blue base, a lot of the blue base that's not like your critical auras, is essentially just there to like make sure that Titan's Fist is coming in for 4. So like Thunderquake, the chances you'll ever play this card are like none. Same thing with Macho Grande. The game almost never goes to a point where you'd ever play Macho Grande.
So it's just Titan's bait.
You get 2 red auras out, you block with the helmet, and basically one-shot your opponent.
Oh my goodness, this might be my deck.
Yeah, this is a cool deck.
This might be my Silver Age deck.
Yeah, imagine having 2 active glories out, right? You have 2 active glories out, they both pop on the turn that you block with the Helm of the Adored. So you have confidence, and then you just play a boulder drop for like 16.
I like this so much.
And then like you technically have space to pummel it too. Like if you could just go no blocks, drop to like 8, and then like hit your opponent for 24 confidence with a pummel. Like who needs to block? But it can. Like against like Azalea and stuff, you've got access to staunch response. And Crash and Bash is actually a pretty messed up card too. This is
Crash and Bash.
Yeah, this is from Guardian Mastery Pack.
Oh wow.
When this defends, you may reveal a card with Crush from your hand. If you do, create a Seismic Surge token. So it's a 4 block.
Damn.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, this card's nuts.
okay.
Like
That's
like
crazy good.
Yes, if you ever do have the Crush card in your hand, this is blocks 4 and makes a resource. It's wild.
Okay.
Yeah, this deck is fun.
That's
This will
really
be the
good.
second deck that I actually make in paper. I'm actually, if I can get a Pleaides Armory deck, I'm going to go buy it.
I think they got them in Johns Creek.
Yep, I might buy one tomorrow then. This looks great.
If they got another one, pick one up.
Yeah,
we got two. Let me get one of those.
This might be the deck that we're like really showing off this podcast. Like, this deck is so fun, and playing 6 pummels is so silly. Now,
wow.
Am I going to say that sometimes you draw like 2 of these or 3 of these in a hand and go, guess I'm dead? Yeah, it happens. Like,
I mean, you still got a hammer. You can pummel a hammer,
and you have a bunch of armor to get you through those turns too. So, the best thing about drawing a bunch of pummels and just needing to block is you could block an arsenal of pummel.
Let's see, you got 2 on the shield. You got 3 on the shield total, right? Because it's temper.
3 on the shield, 1 to 2 on the gloves, 3 on the chest piece, 3 on the boots, 1 on the headpiece. So you got a ton of armor. And all your cards, other than the pummels, are 3 blocks, right? Other than maybe the blue auras. God, Superstars at 3 block. That's crazy. This aura is so nuts in this format.
Because of the cheering gives you confidence.
Yeah, confidence is very strong in this format. Yep.
Yeah. Even more so than dominate.
Is it though, because everybody's playing the block card?
Everyone's playing armor just for block. Confidence is great. No one's playing like their special majestic and legendary armor that they're using to make their deck tick. They're just playing a whole bunch of value armor for blocking. And every time you make a confidence, they go, I guess this crush is hitting.
Right, but in this deck sideboard, right in front of me, there's On the Horizon and Crash and Bash. So block cards are in the format. They are more prevalent in this format than they would be in CC. So
a little bit. Still.
So you're able to block with a block card plus 2 non-block cards.
Okay, well, think about the deck construction, right? If you look at this, if everyone's going to run AB3, you either have like 6 or 5 slots left for cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you either have to put bricky block cards into your deck, or you could use your whole sideboard for it. You have to come up with a trade-off of where you're going to put those cards.
Right.
Like, go back to your Arakni deck. Where would you put On the Horizon? Like, the card's insane. It blocks 4. But can you fit it into Arakni? You might not be able to. Like, you can't discard it to 0 power.
Mm-mm.
So, like, there's still, like, because of the 55 card limit, there's just still some extreme trade-offs on these block cards. Also, that these don't save you from Azalea blowing your home up, and I'm telling you, Azalea is a real deal in this format too. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna need this list sooner than later, though.
She has access to like all her pumps, so of course she's good.
Yeah,
and
Death Dealer.
Oh
yeah. Azalea's quite a
and Bullseye Bracers. Oh my goodness!
And Blossom of Spring. Like, once per turn, you just get to draw a card for free. Break Blossom of Spring, activate Death Dealer. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Once per game, you get to break Snapdragon Scalers, because yes, you are playing 8 Nimbilisms, because why not? Or 4 Nimbilisms. So why not?
I am playing 4 Nimbilisms. I mean, it's got Scout the Periphery. I can pretty much still fish that way for ops, read the glide path. Extra load with take aim, Memorial Ground for pretty much guaranteed.
You know what you're missing? You need to release the tension, because you want to know the easiest way you lose is if you play against someone who's like, you go pump arrow and they go staunch response, and then you some other time you go pump arrow and they go staunch response. You go, oh well, that was like half my pumps. I guess I lose.
There's definitely some room for that. I mean, either the yellow Nimbilisms can go, but I like the resource generation of it. I definitely think that there's maybe a couple arrows. Like, there's some extra opt in there with Ridge Rider and Scout Shot, which I think you still need like good arrow base. Death Touch is also a cheeky touch.
This is like a good popper.
Yeah.
I don't think you have access to any other poppers, right? I think all the 6 arrows are majestic.
They're all majestic.
Yeah, so this is like your best popper.
Yeah.
Other than like playing
unless
dedicated
you go
poppers,
generic.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, the deck feels great.
I think a few of these cards could maybe go. Like, I don't know about Ridge Rider Shot. That seems a little.
It's redundant.
Yeah. But yeah, Swift Shot's so annoying.
I mean, Swift Shot's just like good go again. I mean, you could get it in there a couple of different ways
Look at all
technically,
these
but
pumps.
I mean,
so many pumps.
This is crazy.
Yeah, the fact that this is legal, it almost looks like a classic constructed deck, right?
it seriously does. It's just
don't
seek
have,
and destroy pre-meds.
Knock the Death Whistle and yeah, of course Red in the Ledger, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
No seeks, no pre-meds.
I mean, if you just shoot a massive dry powder shot into someone's face after, because okay, let's think about like ideal. You break Blossom of String, you activate Death Dealer, you put dry powder shot in face up, so it's starting off at a base of 5, and then you play 4 pumps.
Yep. So that's 17.
That's 17 with on hits. It's nasty.
18 if I bullseye bracered it in somehow and had 4 pumps.
Well, yeah, that's what you do the next time you draw like a bunch of pumps in one arrow. Just bullseye bracer it in instead.
And if I flipped it off the top, dominate!
Woo!
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Azalea is pretty crazy. I mean, like, it's definitely kind of an all-in. You're definitely racing. You're definitely going fast. It is not. I mean, you're and like against Guardian things like that, you need to string together a good go against. So having ways to load a Swift Shot and then drop a Bolt and Shot with bullseye bracers off of that, go a reload. Like, you need a way to create with.
And this card is so relevant in this format because Enigma is like a real force, and then Oasis Respite's like in so many decks.
Feels good. I mean, it's Azalea. I mean, it's what I was meant to play.
I think the last one that we had on the list is I think Archaeo. I need to test this more. This is like just a few games, but I think this deck is also pretty strong in Silver Age. Like, he does some really
That's
broken
a lot
things.
of Sirens of Safe Harbor.
You gotta get that life lead. Anything.
It's a lot of Sirens of Safe. Wow, you
Anything
actually
you
do
could do.
get to play Take It on the Chin. That's crazy.
Yep, Take It on the Chin's really strong. Strongest Survive is a very strong rare. This card is so looking for a scrap is busted, and he plays it better than pretty much anyone than maybe Ira, but because of Mocking Blow being one attack, probably plays it better than Ira. And these cards come in for 8, 9, or 10 if you get the life lead. And you do have occasional things where like you have a booze out in play, and then you do go Take It on the Chin, and you're like, I don't even care, I don't have the life lead. I'm just gonna keep 2 Mocking Blows and do 5 into 5, threatening one of them to be 10. So this card has some cool stuff. Also, it plays Pummel. It's got several targets. You know, all 6 Sirens of Safe Harbor are targets. Flex Strength is a good target. Strongest Survive is an expensive target, but very doable. And Chest Puff is a very good target. I think Chest Puff is like super relevant here. It blocks 3. It's technically a 3 for 7 that only costs 2. So it's possible for you to, do your thing where if you have the 1 extra resource and you want to pummel it, you can. You have the 1 extra resource and you don't have a pummel, you could just bleed it into this for an extra +1.
Hey, random question. I don't recognize that Chest Puff card. This might be the first time I'm seeing it. How does that interact with Uzuri's hero power? Is that a 2 for 7 with Uzuri?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, this interacts favorably with Azuri's hero power. There's one of each flavor too. There's like there's a 1 for 6 that goes down to 5. That one's really I think it's called Bluster Buff.
That's a generic. Okay.
Yeah, these cards are good. They all block 3 too, which is significant. There aren't many 2 for 7s that block, or 3 for 7s that block for 3.
Might need to look at Uzuri as well.
Well, you know what people say about him. He's just Azuri with better numbers and no disruption. So if you don't care about disrupting, as far as things that could change, I think this card's terrible. I think I'm going to come up with some better blue.
Blue unmovable and red unmovable.
Yeah,
My God.
I was testing it to just not get dunked by Azalea. It just ends up being a brick in my hand every time. I'd rather it just be like literally a titanium bauble. This will probably turn into Battlefront Bastion. Gaining the 1 life is good, but you can never get ahead on life with Finals Fighting Spirit, right? You only come out even. This card's definitely has to be it. This card's crazy.
Yeah.
Wizards are like,
Arcane
haha, Keck W, I'm going to hit you with Arcane on turn 1, take 4, and you're like, AV3, gain 4 life.
Yeah, I also think that's got to be really good against Rune Blades, right?
Oh, yeah.
Take 1 Rune Chant.
Yes. You take 1 Rune Chant, and then gain 4 life. Then you just start throwing Haymakers every turn. Yeah, it's very strong. Oh, also, the main reason I play the deck, I think this helmet, Horns of the Despise, is the main reason to play the deck. When this defends, the crowd boos you, Blade Break 1. This is basically Blossom of Spring that blocks 1. Because when the crowd boos RKO, he makes a Vigor token, so you block for 1, you make your extra resource, and then you play Chest Puff and then pummel it, right? The one of Savage Feast is there just because it makes Beaten Trackers really good. It's kind of hard to play. There aren't a huge number of 6s in here, but there aren't a trivial number either. And you do also have the like very rare case where you can destroy. Well, does it say random? Discard a random card. Yeah, never mind. It's just for Savage Feast. It's worked. So it's worked a few times. So the one of Savage Feast to pair with Beaten Trackers is pretty strong in my opinion.
Okay.
All right, I think that about covers us for decks that we had ideas of. Notably, we didn't cover Ira. I think everyone and anyone can probably find a viable Ira deck. She's easily the most popular Silver Age hero. There are 2 really good flavors of her that you could find. Both the Sword and the Kadachi flavor of Ira are both really hard to deal with. They're very good value machines. Essentially, it's like the only thing that you took out of the deck was dual threat.
I just realized the total cost for this RKO deck is $10.
Yeah. This one hit the low. Like, probably the most expensive card in the deck are the gloves. Like,
wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's probably looking for a scrap. I think that's $1.
That's crazy. All right.
So, yep. There's our Silver Age breakdown. There will be links in the description to kind of give everyone a head start. These are by no means refined lists. I would say I have about a handful of games on this one. This is probably one I have the most games on. I have maybe 20 games on this one. I'd say this one's getting there. Yep, Enigma is quite good. Otherwise, this is a very open format, I think, even with some clear outliers like Ira and Enigma, and maybe Azalea too. But there are things to find and discover in this format.
Did we get anything confirmed with the Tunic Counter Gamers?
No. Let me ping them again. Because, dude, I really do want to do this show match. It would be so much fun.
We can do it. We're going to do it in Silver Age, or we're going to do it in CC?
Yeah,
or
Silver Age show match.
Silver Age. Silver Age show match. We're trying to get that organized. I have not confirmed that yet. Will, if you're listening to this, please let us know. We want to make that happen.
I want to beat up Nee because I can't beat him anymore with Puffin versus Marlin. Okay, so I gotta beat him somehow.
Yeah, and just general shout out to the Tunic Counter Gamers podcast. They are really crushing it. I've been consistently listening to their stuff, and I'm really enjoying what they're doing over there. So, if you like our show, go check out Tunic Counter Gamers as well. You'll like them too, I guarantee it. Anything else we want to talk about, guys, or are we about ready to wrap it up for the night?
There's been a lot of pummels. I can talk about it later.
Okay.
We have 90 minutes of talking about pummel.
Noah, where can everybody find you, buddy?
Which buddy?
I think
Noah?
right here, right here, live in my room. No, at Big Max Fab on Twitter, at Big Max on Blue Sky. If I wasn't super inconsistent, you'd see these hands opening up packs every day, which they're like every day, every other day. We're on Outsiders right now. We finally finished the Super Slam box after a really long dramatic pause, or insert edge of seat, insert one cup, what happens next. One of those puns that I keep doing. So
yeah, it is what's the word? Consistent-ish, everyday-ish.
Yeah, it's like everyday-ish.
All right. Thomas, what about you?
Yep, you can find me at Wet the System Fab on Twitter or Wet the System on Discord. Currently jamming lots of Silver Age games.
And also the League That Means Nothing, right? Where you're getting close to the end.
I am close to the end. I guess I'm giving out like massive spoilers considering that I think only round 6 is aired. But you know, for the for the couple hundred watching this, yeah, you're ahead.
Yep. All right, and I am Draco Hominis 87 everywhere social media is sold. You can find me on Twitter and mostly Discord at this point. A lot in live streams. I think I'd completely deleted my Blue Sky account. I never got on there. You guys know Justin's handles? Jevzo5.
He doesn't have his
he's
thing
off.
anymore.
He's off most social media.
He's off the grid.
Yeah, I mean, he's busy doing his own thing.
If you see Jevs floating around in Discord, that's him. Like Jevs5.
That's the guy.
Yeah, and he's still a sibling. He's just doing his own thing with the house and everything. But we miss him. Anything else? Good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We hope you enjoyed catching up with us this week. And if you did, subscribe or follow depending on where you found us to catch us again next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and remember, we are all siblings in cardboard.
So I'm pretty sure we counted, I don't know how many pummels. And it's not just these decks. Pretty much every deck you're going to find in Silver Age. Well, if it's pummelable, it'll be there, right? So you know what you got to do. Even if it's at an armory, even if it's just around the table, you got to discard the card. Don't let me catch you not. I'm telling you. Just because they're commons and rares doesn't mean you don't get to read them.
Good night, everybody.
I'll always have it.
You'll always have it. Discard it.